What is up, everybody? So Damien Echols has just posted this update regarding the West Memphis 3 case. The state of Arkansas has asked that my petition for DNA testing to be done be dismissed. They do not want DNA testing done. They are fighting very, very hard to prevent the world from seeing who carried out the murders of those 3 children. Why? We now have to file a response to the request that the case be dismissed. I'll keep everyone posted. The corruption around this case is incredibly deep. I believe the person who carried out these murders worked with or for the West Memphis Police Department. This is why they are fighting so hard to keep it covered up. You know the state, in any case, in any wrongful conviction case, you know the state knows they messed up and wrongfully convicted someone when they fight so hard to keep the truth from coming out. There are so many wrongfully convicted people in prison that have to fight for years upon years, and in some cases decades upon decades before they get released. You would think if there's enough evidence pointing in a different direction that somebody else committed the crimes that someone else is in prison for, you would think the state would want to do the correct thing and at least look into the evidence, at least do all the testing possible to be able to find out if these people are actually innocent or if they did the crime. It could always come back that the state was right and they have the correct people in prison. And you know, if that was the resolution that was going to come out of any testing, the state would not hesitate to do the testing. Since they know, especially in this case, they know that when the DNA results come back, when Damien Echols gets the DNA testing done, if he gets the DNA testing done, that it's going to come back and show that the state was wrong all of those years ago. Now the boys accepted an Alford plea, and who really blames them? They were doing whatever they could to get out of prison because they were wrongfully convicted and then continued to fight for their innocence on the outside. I do not blame them for 1 second for doing what they did to get out of prison. And do you think that if the state knew they could keep them in prison no matter what, that they would have offered the boys that plea? No, the state knows that they wrongfully convicted those 3, and the state knows that if this DNA testing gets done, it's going to show that they wronged these 3. If there was no doubt in the state's mind that the DNA testing was going to come back and prove that Damien Echols and the West Memphis 3 committed those murders, they would have jumped on it instantly, but they know it won't. The state only offers the type of deal that the West Memphis 3 got when they know they can't keep them in prison, when they know they messed up. But with that type of deal, the state gets to keep the conviction. They get to keep their conviction rate because the boys still are technically guilty of the crime even though they were released. So that's the only reason why the state does that type of deal, because they know they messed up, they know they can't keep them in prison, but they know if they offer them this type of deal that they can't sue for wrongful conviction, and the state gets to keep their conviction rate. That's the only reason. Let me know what you think. Leave some comments below. I hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you again soon.